I'm surprised, real surprised, and all because my subscriber count has jumped to more than 100 all in less than 2 days. You would say that this was just luck, but to quote Obi-Wan Kenobi, in my line of work, there's no such thing as luck. To me, and for many other people with the same beliefs as I have, it is by the will of God that anything happens or not. But this little stint of fame that I have just got, I don't think it will last forever. The unboxing of the My Little Pony toys at McDonald's, the first and second attempts, that was something I wanted to do, because there are other male fans of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, that are asking for the pony toys at McDonald's. Like me, these fans are people who are challenging the norm, and maybe even the world. They are just regular people like you and me who think and act differently. I mean, some of the greatest people of history were people who thought and acted differently, and weren't afraid to challenge the norm. These include people such as Albert Einstein, Charles Dickens, Jonathan Swift, Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., Walt Disney, Alfred Hitchcock, John Lasseter, and even Jim Henson. The reason why I'm going to beer is that I'm basically trying to look just like Jim Henson. The reason why I don't swear or curse is because I was raised in a Christian family. My parents knew which words were curse words and which words were not. They also believed strongly in the MPAA rating system, so they often subjected me to only G and PG rated movies for a long time. Once the TV rating system came out, they approved of that as well. The shows that I primarily watched while growing up were shows that were geared towards kids. It's hard for me to break that habit now because I'm a visual thinking person, and I can see pictures in my head. The colors on those shows were often bright in order to create a very pleasing atmosphere, and since I approved more of the brighter colors in a single environment, this is one of the reasons that I still watch shows like Thomas the Tank Engine in my adulthood. If you're an autistic person and you live in a family where you're subjected to specific rules about how to live life the correct way, then if you hear those rules multiple times, they'll get pounded into you. I mean, it was quite a social mistake to actually play with the My Little Pony toys in a McDonald's out loud, with people probably wondering, what is that weirdo up to? But the truth is, Pinkie Pie and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic isn't that different. There's an episode called Lunar Eclipse where she dresses up in a chicken costume and she acts a lot like a chicken. At the beginning, she asks for candy whilst trick-or-treating with some kids. Twilight Sparkle asks her, Aren't you a little too old for this, Pinkie? Pinkie Pie answers, Too old for free candy? And after pecking like a chicken at some of the candy, she dramatically says, Never! That is a very good example of going out of the norm of what people expect other people to do, and yet they feel comfortable with it. Christians like me are comfortable with their own beliefs and shouldn't be flustered by what the world tells them to do, because God is God. Now let's talk about my second topic. What I really want to do. Well, I'm currently making little videos of myself and such, but what I really want to do with my life is make some technologically innovative products and tell innovative stories through the art of motion pictures and television and the web. While the web is often a place for little dancing animal videos, silly stunts that go wrong, or people acting stupid like I did with the ponies, and I'm sorry for that, I see the web as a strong medium for visual storytelling. No longer should we be bound by just big screen multiplexes and television sets, as people these days are watching movies and TV shows on their phones, tablets, and computers. And from where things are headed, that trend isn't likely to stop. That's why, and I stress this in my Why Hollywood and Television Needs to Change video, the motion picture and television industry needs to adapt to the growing demands for creative content and innovative storytelling on the go. I would like to be a part of that, and some of my ideas include going into animation and adapting a children's book into an animated movie. I don't really care which style of animation I choose, I just want to get my message out to a massive audience. Just think of it. The top grossing movie of 2012 as of now, like March the 14th, 2012, is an animated movie. The Lorax, it is called. and I pretty much messed up on my attempt to review it. I did it on short notice, it was unscripted, I didn't really have much of a point, because when I do things unscripted, I fail miserably and stammer, just like Colin Firth in The King's Speech. Maybe I should get speech therapy like the character he was playing in that film. I'll talk to my mom about it. Well, one project I plan on doing in the future is to make a two-part biblical epic about the life of King David from biblical history. It may sound like an old-fashioned idea, but then again, Peter Jackson trying to make those Lord of the Rings movies sounded like an old-fashioned idea at first, but it turned out to be technologically innovative, it made a lot of money at the box office, and it won a lot of Oscars. My philosophy of filmmaking is pretty much the same as putting out products in Walmart for people to buy. High quality, low price. And that's why no movie or TV show of mine will cost $250 million to make. Well, individually, of course. But Kenny suggested me some ideas for what you would like for me to do next. If so, please comment down here. Because no matter how much of a hater or sinner you are, I still care for you. Bye.